Get money.
Motivate.
Mo.
What's good, Hustle Squad, and welcome back to another video. If it's your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel. My name is Sean, I represent Hustle and Motivate Fitness, where chasing dreams and inspiring others is definitely the goal. Alongside with that, I just want to give you guys healthy lifestyle tips and things that you can use on your fitness journey. To my returning subscribers, thanks for the likes, the shares, the love, and the support. And I appreciate you guys. Without you guys, the channel would definitely not be growing. So thank you. Greatly appreciate it. So today we're doing something a little bit different. I'm just giving you guys a couple of tips about how to create a workout plan. So I'm just going to run you through a list of the things that I wrote down myself. I wrote some notes so I don't forget. That way I can make sure that I'm getting y'all all the accurate information that you can use to go ahead and start that workout plan or start working out on your own if you can't afford a personal trainer, or if you're not really big on going to the gym. I got some tips about how you can make sure that you're progressing and getting along, and getting to those fitness goals. So let's go ahead and get into it. So first things first, whenever creating a workout plan, you want to think about things that are specific to you, be it age, your current fitness level, and your lifestyle. Now, depending on your age, you might need a more strenuous workout or a little bit longer time working out when it comes to duration, like 15 to 20 minutes or 30 minutes to an hour. It just depends on your current fitness level and how old you are, like I said. Also can depend on your lifestyle as far as your job. If you live like a more sedentary lifestyle, which means you're not very active, or if you have a desk job, or versus you having a job in construction or working on an assembly line where you're lugging heavy parts and stuff like that. So that's definitely something you want to keep in mind when you're thinking about creating a workout plan for yourself. But the first tip that I have when you're thinking about creating a workout plan is consistency. Now, a lot of people get themselves in trouble by trying to commit to something more than they can do. Some people think that you have to work out 30 minutes a day, especially as a beginner. When I was working out before I became a personal trainer, I found that was a little bit hard for myself trying to, force myself to do 30-minute workouts or hour-long workouts, simply because my body wasn't used to it. And then that would in turn lower my self-esteem and make me not want to work out because I feel like I'm comparing myself to other people and I can't get it done. And nobody wants to feel bad about themselves, especially when you're trying to do something different for yourself. So like I said, when you're thinking about it, think about consistency and frequency. Nothing happens overnight. So even if you got to start with like a 5 to 10 minute workout, that's okay. Think about it like a payment plan. When you break up payments in increments, you pay something 2 weeks and then another 2 weeks you pay another payment, so forth and so on, but it all adds up to the bigger goal. The same thing applies when it comes to fitness. You might not see the results overnight, but if you work out 5 to 10 minutes a day, you'll learn that your body gets more adept to the workouts and it's a little bit easier for you to complete those workouts, and you'll start seeing some changes. So I wrote a couple questions that you should probably ask yourself. If you need a pen and paper, go ahead and pause this video and grab that. But one of the questions I want you to ask yourself is, how many days a week can I dedicate to exercising? This is extremely important, like I said, because you don't want to bite off more than you can chew, basically, and then, start getting outside of routine. So even if you can only do 1 or 2 days, that's okay. The next question would be, how long can each workout be? Like I said, I already covered that. It doesn't have to be anything crazy from like 30 minutes to an hour. You can literally do like a 5 to 10 minute HIIT workout. Those things will definitely get your blood flow pumping and get your blood, going, and have the endorphins being released and get those muscles activated. And then the next question I wrote was, what times fit my fitness schedule? I know everybody lives different lives. Some people are single parents. Some of us don't have kids. Some of us work overnight. Some of us work during the day. Everybody's schedule is a little bit different. So in order to be successful in creating a workout plan, you want to definitely tailor it around you and what you're able to do. So if you're getting off work and you find out you have a little bit of energy, go ahead and just do like a 5 to 10 minute workout, or even a 5-minute workout. Just, something is better than nothing. And like I said, as far as the consistency and frequency, always be realistic. Always know that consistency is key. Nothing happens overnight. The more you do something, the easier to get. Your body will start adapting and you'll start to see those changes. And then another pro tip that I would give you guys is to surround yourself with people who want the same thing as you, or at least can encourage you in your fitness journey. I know there's nothing more harder than keeping up a workout routine, especially when you're being surrounded with people who don't care about working out as much as you. And it's hard sometimes when you don't have support. I know support makes everything easier for all of us, I know some of us are like anomalies where we can do stuff on our own, you know, headstrong and stuff like that, but there's nothing wrong with needing support. I need support in certain areas of my life to keep me going, so surround yourself with a good community. The next thing I want you to remember or think about or take into consideration when creating a workout plan for yourself is to think about what is the goal. Be it if you're trying to, hold on baby, my dog's trying to come over here. What y'all done? So like I said, what is the goal? Is it to improve muscle? Is it to improve your cardiovascular health? Is it to lose fat? Especially as a beginner, these things are very important to figure out, because if you don't have a goal to work towards, you don't know what you need to do or what type of exercises you need to look up to achieve that goal. So make sure you know what your goal is. Far as when it comes to losing weight, which I know a lot of people are very much into, you want to kind of combine strength training with cardio, because that cardio is going to help burn that fat, and then that muscle is going to be built from the strength training that you use on your own. So good exercise examples will be looking up HIIT workouts, high intensity interval training workouts, meaning you just cycle through a certain set of workouts and then you keep repeating the cycle for a certain duration of time, be it 5 to 10 minutes. Circuit training or interval training. You have to do some research on your own to figure out more about those, but once you do some research, you should figure out which one works best for you. And then, like I said, once you have that goal in mind, you can also make a more educated decision of which workout format to choose. Like I said, you always want to do cardio, honestly, no matter what the goal is, even if it's to lose fat or lose muscle, because you don't want to be fatigued when you're lifting. You want to make sure that you're able to breathe. That way your muscles can get the maximum output from it. Good forms of cardio I wrote down was swimming, if you like swimming in a pool. Running, you don't have to always run. You can jog, or you can even walk. Like walking can get your heart rate up and also help you burn fat as well. One of my favorites is jump rope, simply because you can take a jump rope anywhere. You can literally go outside for like 2 to 3 minutes and just jump consistently, and that'll get your heart rate up and also help you burn some fat. Another good example would be cycling, you know, like at the gym or those bikes are. You can get on a treadmill or even an elliptical. There's so many options. Just, you know, try everything, figure out what works for you. You never know what you like until you try. So like I said, my advice is to definitely try everything until you figure it out. So that's tip number 2. Just ask yourself, what is the goal? Is it to gain weight? Is it to lose fat? Is it to do a combination of both? Once you figure that out, it'll help you make a more informed decision about the type of workout you need to create for yourself. Now, after you figured out what type of workout you need to do, the next thing you want to think about is volume, which is the reps, the amount of sets that you do, and how long your rest periods are. If you don't know, reps are how many times you perform an exercise. So say I do curls, if I do like 6 curls, those are 6 reps. And then a set is how many of those reps you do in one set. So I would do like 1 set of 6 or 2 sets of 6. So I would do 6 reps, stop, and then do 6 more reps, and that'll be 2 sets of 6. Now we'll give you guys a tip. If you're looking to burn fat and build muscle at the same time, you want to aim for like a higher rep range, which means you don't want to lift too heavy, but you want to aim for about 12 to 20 reps. As a beginner, I would suggest 2 to 3 sets. As a personal trainer, that's what I normally have my clients do. So don't say I didn't give you nothing. That's a pro tip right there in its own. But like I said, once you figure out the type of workouts that you need to do, go ahead and figure out how many sets and how many reps you need to do. Like I said, if it's to build fat and burn muscle, you want to do about 12 to 20 reps and about 2 to 3 sets. The next thing to keep in mind when it comes to working out and creating a workout plan is progression. Now, of course, the more you work out, the exercises are going to get a little bit easier. So if you want to see changes in your body and in your gains, you definitely can't keep doing the same thing every day, or otherwise you'll never grow. Our bodies adapt to the stress that is put on it from working out or just, you know, walking around and stuff like that. So I would suggest everybody keep whatever exercise regimen that you make, at least try it for about 3 to 4 weeks, and then gauge where you're at. Another good thing to do to make sure that you're sticking to and being able to track your progress is to keep a workout journal. So for me, I got a little workout chart right here where I just write my sets. So this is like a lower body HIIT workout for me. So I'll do squats, legs, quads, reverse crunch, oblique twist, lunges, and squats like that. And right here, I have about 20 reps, like I said, and then about 3 sets. So I'll do that for about 2 to 3 weeks, depending on my body and how I adapt. And then after that, I will gauge if the workout's too easy. If it is too easy for me, then I want to either add weight to make it harder or want to add more reps or add more sets. That's what's called progressive overload. To where you just gradually increase the difficulty instead of just trying to jump really high, which can also lead to injury. So like I said, you want to keep a little journal, a track of your workouts, however you want to do it, just to make sure that you're growing and you're not staying the same, because if you keep doing the same workouts, you're going to stop seeing results eventually, and you're going to plateau, and then you're going to be upset. So just keep that in mind. You want to progressively get better, progressively make your exercises harder. There's very many different ways you can do that. Like I said, you can add more sets, add more reps, shorter rest periods. You can do harder variations of the exercise as well. And you can also focus on the different phases of the workout, like concentric phase, the isometric phase, and the eccentric phase. Alright guys, so that's pretty much the video. Like I said, things to keep in mind when creating a workout plan. You want to think about your age. You want to think about the goal at hand. Is it to gain weight? Is it to shed fat? Or is it a combination of both? If you're sedentary, then you're going to have to do a little bit more exercise to burn those calories off. The first thing to keep in mind when creating a workout plan is that consistency. How long are you doing something? Are you going to do it 2 to 3 times a week? Consistency is key. You won't see results if you do a workout 1 day a week and then go a whole 4 days without working out and then trying to get back into it. You only see results by you continually doing it almost every day or every other day. Next thing to keep in mind was, what is the goal? Like I said, is it to increase your muscle? Is it to improve your cardiovascular health? And then once you figure out the goal, that'll lead you to the type of exercises you need to do. As far as the certain body parts, if you're trying to get them bigger, stronger, if you want to get your legs bigger and stronger, you want to, of course, have lower body exercises and stuff for that. And then you want to figure out if you want to do a HIIT workout, which helps burn calories and fat at the same time. If you want to do a circuit, or if you want to do intervals, or if you want to do both. And always remember, you always want to do cardio. Your heart health is very, very important. Third thing to keep in mind was the volume. How much are you lifting? Make sure you keep track of how much you're lifting. That way you can see if you're growing or if you need to increase your workload. Excuse me. And then, like I said, 4 is progressive overload. Once a workout or a regimen becomes easier for you and you see you're going through it without having to breathe as hard or the weights aren't as heavy, you want to try to make it a little bit harder because our bodies adapt to the stress put on it. And then, like I said, 5, you just want to keep track of everything and find your community of people that can support you. Like I said, it's easier to do stuff when you're in a crowd. It's a little bit more difficult for some people depending on who you are if you're doing it alone. But that's it for the video. Hope I gave you guys some tips that you can utilize. If you need some help with a workout plan, go ahead and hit me up. Like I said, I'll do traveling training if you're in the Kansas City, Missouri area. I'll bring that BodyWorks to you and we can get a workout in. I can write you a plan if you need that as well. And then if you are having any pain and you need like a stretching regimen or something like that, I'm also a corrective exercise specialist. And I specialize in, moving optimally and restoring the body to its optimal performance. So that's it, you guys. Holler at y'all next time. Peace.
Motivate, get money, motivate, 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 mo.